Good morning, everyone. Hope you all are doing well. It's good to see Patrick. I was worried about him. I know what happened now. I'm not going to discuss it, but I know why he's been off, and I feel for him, and I give him hugs. Hi, Fizzy Pop. Good morning, everyone. Sorry about that. Okay, so QP, Fizzy Pop so far, JW, Scotty Baylo, and then he said, rationally, hi, rationally. Yesterday was kind of a big day for me. I didn't see any streams at all, except for Martha's. And that only half of it, I fell asleep halfway through. And I'll tell you why in a little bit, but hi, Simon. I was just listening to our previous broadcast, and yes, I definitely want to do another one with you. I definitely want to. I love your voice. Let's see. And then he said, glory be amen. Good to see you. Sure. You know what, you guys? I love to do laundry because glory be amen is saying she's doing work while she's at home. For some reason, that's like the only household chore that I absolutely love to do. I mean, I like to listen. Hi, MA. Good to see you. I didn't get to listen to your stream last night. I had some things going on I'm going to talk about here in a minute. Aqsa, Patrick, yay! Hi, you guys. But anyway, yeah, for some reason I love to do laundry. I don't know why. Isn't that weird? I mean, that's the only housework that I like to do. Hi, Evie. Good to see you this morning. Hi, Korrie. But yeah, I didn't get to listen to Scott's MA. The only one I listened to was half of Martha's, and I fell asleep halfway during it, I guess. But excuse me, I'm sorry. But anyway, yesterday after my broadcast, about 3 or 4 hours after, I went in to see my grandma, and because they said that she was getting close, and I was with her when she died yesterday, and so it's hard, but you know, she was 90 years old. She had a great life, and she actually asked me to pray for her to die, and I said, Grandma, I'm not going to do that, you know. But towards the end, actually yesterday, I said, God, you know, I did pray. I said, God, if it's your will, please take her, because it doesn't look like she's going to get any better, and she wants to be with you and with Grandpa and everything. And, you know, so she was 90 years old, and she lived a very, very good life. She was a very good influence on me. And, you know, both of my grandmothers were just awesome individuals. And also, actually, my 93-year-old grandma is still alive. But that was the first time that I'd been with somebody when they passed away. And so it was a little, you know, it was just, you know, I'm 50 years old. That's the first time that happened. And it was, I wouldn't say it was traumatic, but it was just, because it wasn't traumatic. It was just more life-changing, I guess, what you could call it, you know. But, you know, I mean, she was a wonderful person, and, you know, she played with me a lot when I was little. She was only 40 when I was born. Hi, Master Richie. But, you know, she was only 40 when I was born, and so, you know, I've had her for a long time. You know, she was 90, and, you know, I'm 50, and you know, it was hard when I lost and then I still have a 93-year-old grandma still alive, you guys, and she's doing great. She goes up and down these assisted living halls, you know, like 4 or 5 times a day. And then I went over to see her as well yesterday, and you know, she was sad to hear about my other grandma, but you know, she's 93. But anyway, you know, my family lives a long time. Like my grandpa that died last year, his twin brother is still alive, and he's going to be 97 this year. And then they have a 100-year-old sister too. So, I mean, it's kind of crazy in my family, just the longevity, you know. It's like, I don't know if I really want to be, you know, still doing this stuff at that age, but whatever. Yeah, my grandma's in a better place too. I mean, I don't know, you know, I don't, that's a shift that probably ends. I would hope, because she's 90 and she was ready for it to end. I mean, I'm hoping that she's with the Lord and with, well, I mean, what I mean by that is she was a Christian. I know she's with the Lord and with my grandpa, but what I'm talking about is like, I'm hoping, that she didn't get recycled, I guess is what I'm saying. Because, some people say that we're recycled, and I hope that's not the case with her. I hope she is with, with my grandpa and with the Lord. And so, but anyway, you guys don't have to feel sorry for me. I mean, I appreciate the comments and everything, but honestly, she had a wonderful life. She really did. And, she's in a better place, and she wanted to go and she was ready. So, I mean, that's all you can really ask for, I mean, that's really all you can ask for in life. So, but anyway, so needless to say, I don't really have that much conversation to think about or to talk about today because I was busy with all that yesterday. But if you guys, if anybody else was saying something is interesting you want to bring up or me to bring up on screen or, because I didn't get to see Scott's image or anybody's broadcast yesterday at all. So. Now, did anybody bring up Aqsa's bananas? Because I'm still floored over that. I think that's so funny. Those damn bananas. Hi, everyone. Let's see if anybody else came in that I missed. Hi, Master Richie. Yeah, JW, I mean, it really is more of a, I mean, I don't know if I would call it a celebration because, I mean, there is lots of tears, but however, I mean, how can you, I mean, that's the way you should go, it's just exactly like that. I mean, there wasn't anything, she was 90, she was at home, surrounded by her family, Okay, good. Let's see. I'm looking for, Money's latest video says C3PO's leg is changing back to gold. Interesting. Yeah, that is a crazy flip-flop, really. Yeah, Aqsa, it does hurt. I mean, I cried. I mean, like I said, that's the first time that I've been with somebody when they died, so it was something new. I'll just put it that way. But I mean, I love her and she's in a better place. And honestly, I think it was the best thing, really. So, R1, I'm sorry you're targeted. I know a lot of people are targeted. I think a lot of us are targeted, whether we, maybe not like full-fledged, but I mean, like even just the little glitches that I get, like when my internet goes out or, like one time I was like I was wanting to talk about and look up a specific Bible verse. And of course the internet goes out right at that time. It's just weird. Oh, thank you, R1. But, yeah, I just, I mean, I don't want anyone to feel sorry for me at all because, I mean, I feel fine. I mean, it does hurt because I'm going to miss her. I mean, but I have so many memories. And what was a neat thing that she did was she kept a photo album for each of her grandchildren. She has 7 grandchildren. And she kept a photo album for all of us. And so, I have heard of, I mean, I have my own photos, of course, but hers are so organized, you know. I mean, I've got like first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade. And you go through this photo album, and here, like in my high school years, here's this little notice. Oh, Michelle, what's her name? You know, got a speeding ticket for, that's when they put your name in the paper for crap like that, you know. And I'm like, Grandma, why is that in there? And she's like, well, you got to take the bad with the good. Oh, man. So it's kind of funny. Aqsa, crying is a release of negative emotions that rot the soul if not released. Yeah. 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 We are human and selfish in a good way. We want to keep our loved ones even when their time is up. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I have my memories for sure. She taught me so much cards and just, you know, she would play cards with me in concentration and, you know, like I said, I've had her for a long time because she was so young when I was born. But, you know, here I'm 50. I don't have any grandkids. But I know, and she was 40 and she had, let's see, 3 or 4 or 5. She had 5 by the time she was 50, I think. And then I know somebody a year younger than me that has 9 grandkids. And I'm like, jeez. But I don't have any yet. I'm looking forward to it, though. Let's see, Evie says, I remember in Jungle Book, the Disney, that Baloo takes a bunch of bananas off a tree. In that film, the bananas are down. Well, I remember that scene, but I don't remember which way the bananas were going. But I definitely remember that scene because one of the reasons I remember that scene is my son was so little when he first saw that movie. And he would literally roll on the floor with laughter at that scene because he was throwing, you know, the bananas at other people. And just let me tell you, my grandma was a really good cook. There's only one dish that I hated that I did not ever want to eat. And I would always go to her house. Well, my high school was like a block from her house. So it was awesome. But I would go to her house every Monday for lunch. That was like our thing, you know? But anyway, and I wanted to tell her that, and I didn't get to do that, and I meant to because I went out to the garden in the morning, and then I was going to tell her, Grandma, your rhubarb is up, because I love rhubarb, because I lived in the South for so many years, and you can't get rhubarb in the South, you know. Well, you can get it, but it's not fresh and locally grown, you know. And, you know, here where I live now and where I grew up, you know, there's rhubarb everywhere, and, well, I mean, if you grow it, and anyway, I meant to tell her, Grandma, your rhubarb's coming up. Can't wait to, because she made rhubarb wine, you know, rhubarb sauce, rhubarb, and just the rhubarb pies were wonderful. Your husband's parents had 13 kids. They have 35 grandchildren. Oh my gosh. That's kind of cool though, Aqsa, really. Wow. That's really cool. But anyway, yeah, I didn't get a chance to tell her rhubarb was that, but I did. What was really kind of neat is my sister is in Europe right now, and she had sent a postcard, and we got it yesterday morning. And I went to get the mail about 10:30, and anyway, the postcard was there, so I got to read that to my grandma before she passed. You know, about my sister's postcard, you know, just little things that she'd done while she was there. And the sad part though is my sister won't be able to come back for the funeral because she's not coming back till like the 27th or something like that. But yeah, that's crazy, Aqsa. But like even my mom comes from, you know, my grandma, the one that passed, she had 11, or I mean, there was 11 of them. So she had 10 brothers and sisters. And so my mom has like 49 first cousins, I think. So it's like, it was so funny because the other day or yesterday, as I was walking from my one grandma's house to the assisted living where my other grandma lives, I was going by the elementary school and I saw my friend was still there. She's a teacher there. Where was I getting at with this? I had a point to make. Oh, yeah. Well, anyway, so I was talking to my friend, and this guy was wanting to talk to her about something. And I knew I recognized his face. And I said, "Hi, how are you doing?" And anyway, she gets done talking, and I was like, "I know him. Who is he?" And she said what his name was. And I'm like, "Oh, crap. That's my cousin." It's like I have, so many cousins, that in town and stuff. It's like I'm related to everybody. It's like there's no one I can even date. Okay, my great grandparents on my mom's side had 16 children, and on her deathbed, oh my gosh, that is crazy. They were never married. And then he said, "Oh my goodness." I don't know if I said welcome to you, but that is funny. They had 16 kids and they were never married. Oh my goodness. That's what makes life fun, in a way. I wonder why they were never married. I wonder if he was married before or she was, or something happened to where, oh my goodness, that's craziness. So anyway, this is still a good time, even with a lot of this stuff going on, because I'll have a lot of family coming in. A lot of my family lives in Florida, and they're coming. Oh, MA will be interested in this. In fact, I might just send these to him privately. But while I was there yesterday, I took a picture of all my grandpa had a bunch of the space shuttle patches because, I told you guys that my uncle worked on the space shuttle. And so I took pictures of all the patches that he has, which he had, I think, every single one, or at least up until a certain point before he could put them in like in a little frame and stuff. But I just thought people would be interested in that because I didn't know if like some of them had changed, or even if they don't, even if they, I mean, it's just interesting because he has and then he has a lot of the pins too. But I took a picture of all those. Let's see. Yeah, well, that's funny, QP. So yeah, that's. But yeah, let me bring these up on my phone. See if they. I hope they came out. I mean, I can always because the lighting was. I mean, they're not. It's hard to take. Yeah, they came out pretty good. Oh, and here's another picture I took yesterday. I might put this in a video. Is a Last Supper painting picture that they had at the house. Now they do have these little glasses on it on the table, but the picture looks different than. I might take another picture when it's dark because I kind of took it at an angle because I didn't want to get me in the reflection of it. Um, but it doesn't have that door at the bottom, and it looks it looks pretty different. But it's always kind of the picture that I remember growing up. Maybe because they had it. I don't know, but I might try to take this again when it guys, I think I went out for a little bit. Sorry about that. I don't know what the last thing you heard was. Anyway, I'm sorry about that, you guys. I don't know what can you tell me what the last thing you heard me talking about was? Well, anyway, I'm going to bring up some of these photos. Oops. Let's see. So I'm bringing up the Last Supper pic, and then so I need to show it. So here, just a second, and I'll put it up on screen. Darn it, I should have waited. Oh no, it's coming up now. Okay, so I took it at an angle because I didn't want to get my reflection in it, but I'm going to go back and take it again. But if you look, I wonder if I can, let me see if I can bring that up a little bit bigger. But there are glasses which weren't on there before, I don't believe. But this is a little bit different. It doesn't have that thing in the middle. And I don't know. This painting is a little different than the ones I've seen before. But it's always caught my eye because it's always been in their house. Okay, I'm going to go to my other computer real quick and see if I can see the chat because I want to leave that up there. So hang on a second. Oh, goodness. Let's see here. Well, I guess I did see 6 minutes of Scott's where he's just barely starts to go into the nature thing or whatever. Let's see. I'm trying because that's where I was on that screen, but let me see here. Going to. Sorry, you guys. I'm hoping you're still there even. Let me see. Okay, good. All right, so yeah, good. I've got it up there on the picture. But yeah, see, it doesn't have that thing in the middle. And it's just a different picture. Yeah, the cups I thought were in wood, not in glass. I agree. This one does show the glass, but it doesn't have that thing in the middle, like, you know, a lot of them have. And then, okay, I'm going to go up to the chat because I missed a bunch. Hi, Brandon. I didn't see you come in. Let's see here. Let's see. Master Richie is eating a hot dog burrito. I've never heard of a hot dog burrito. That sounds kind of gross. I like burritos, but yeah, the cups were not in glass. They are in this picture, but that's not what it looked like before, I don't think. Hi, Phyllis. Nice to see you. Hi, Jason. Nice to see you too. I'm just looking through the chat, you guys. Let's see. So what are you guys saying? We transferred to a world where the people are nicer lately? See, I've been so caught up in some stuff that I just really haven't been able to notice. Well, maybe we did. That's interesting. Oh my gosh, you guys, maybe we did transfer to, because I've got some instances where I'm not going to say it on air, but where things have changed a little bit. Maybe we are in a different timeline where people are nicer. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? But yeah, and looking at this painting, and like I said, I need to take it more of a shot, a head-on shot, but it doesn't have that thing in the middle, but it does have the glasses on the table, which I don't think were there before. And it doesn't have the chalice either. But it looks different. It's from like a different perspective or something if you look at the background, and then it's got the vase and the other thing in front, which a lot of them don't have. So, Jason, you're saying some people are nicer and some are meaner, but they're more it's more polarized, huh? Yeah. Nicer would not be my description, Phyllis says. Yeah, this background is different. I mean, I guess there's different paintings of the Last Supper, but I took a picture of this because it's always been in their house, and so this is, I never really paid attention before to the backgrounds and the foregrounds and what's on the table. I just kind of paid attention to what Jesus looked like, I guess, before so much. I wish I would have paid attention to this painting way more before. Okay, so Korrie, you're thinking that we're definitely in a different place because the sun's really orange and huge. That's interesting. Only in the last few days they're nicer, Aqsa says. Oh yeah, and you can see the table legs. Who said that? Yeah, Glory be Amen. Yeah, you can see the table legs, which you couldn't see before in a lot of these paintings. So I don't know if this is a new painting or it's just like a different version that I have or what. I had clouds yesterday, puffy clouds even, but they were puffy clouds, but it still looked like a pattern, like a repeating pattern or something. I don't know. And I did see like a kind of a cloud that almost looked like an angel too, because it was more vertical, and but anyway, take a, look at that painting that I'm showing, and I'm gonna take another one in the dark, more head on, so that and I'm wondering if this painting of mine is going to change. We can see the legs. Just remember this conversation, you guys. We can see the legs. We see that vase and whatever that rock-looking thing is in front. I don't know what that is. Like maybe a cloak or something, like a person's cloak. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people to the right of Jesus, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the left. And see, the guy's hand is not nearly as eerily on. I don't know if that's a woman or a man, but you know how one of the pictures shows like how it's like right on the breast or whatever, his hand on the breast of the person right to the left of Jesus. And so let's try to remember this painting, and then I'm going to take another head-on painting where I can see it more clearly. But I'm wondering if this, I guess there's different versions of the Last Supper or whatever, but this is interesting because if we can remember this, because I haven't seen one where, in a long time at least, where you can see the legs like that of the table. Okay, Phyllis says, like-minded folks are like people I've known all my life. I know. You love your new family, beautiful people, wonderful friends, but most people are not in this category. I know, it's weird how we just all connect, you know? So, Jason, you're in upstate New York. It's snowing, he says. I'm going back up through the chat a little bit. Like nursery wallpaper clouds, Raine. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it looks like. I mean, yeah, they're puffy and they're white and they look more normal. They look more like what they used to look like. But it's still, I don't know. There's just something odd about it, you know? The fourth from the right looks like a woman. 1, 2. Yeah, it does kind of. Yeah, I'm going to take a head-on picture. Oh, goodness. Raine, or Phyllis asks, could you please control or press Control plus sign together a few times so we can see more detail? Oh, okay. Let me see. I don't know if it's going to let me zoom in on it or not. Let me see. Okay, yeah, this is working, but there's still going to be some interference from this part over here. But it did zoom. Yeah, it does look like a woman right here, doesn't it? That's definitely a woman. That's weird. Oh, that thing went away. Oh, shoot. And I just brought it up again. Okay, but yeah, there's glass things, which I don't think were there before. There's no chalice. That definitely looks like a woman. There's a weird sign they always do on their fingers, especially this one right here. Looks like a woman. But see, yeah, you can see the table legs. Yeah, and see I guess that looks like a cloak right there. And this little vase right here. I don't remember seeing that in a lot of them. Yeah, I wish I could zoom in even more. But it doesn't have that thing like right here in the middle. And we can see those. I mean, look at, okay, these are in table legs with like this little S pattern right here. We can try to remember that. We can see their feet underneath it. You see their feet? And I don't remember seeing that in any other paintings. Here's like, that must be Judas because he's got like the money bag right there. These two guys almost look like twins. Look at that. I'm going to remember that they look alike. That guy and that guy. He's holding his money bag. Look at this. This is weird. I mean, those two guys look like twins too, and almost look like Jesus even. But his head's just like popping up out of nowhere. That's odd looking. I've never noticed that before. But yeah, I guess this is the one I'm going to have to go to for reference. I might have to buy this at the auction or put my name on it. Like in our family, we put our name like on a little sticky and put it on the things we want. That's kind of morbid, I know, but I only put one. I'm going to put my name on this painting, but the only other thing I put, and this is so stupid, you guys, but I put my name on a lava lamp. That was the only thing I wanted. I wanted the lava lamp. Isn't that dumb? But yeah, I think I'm going to have to put my name on this picture, on this painting. But yeah, that definitely looks like a woman. I've never noticed that before. And then, shoot, that keeps going out. Okay. Okay, on the right-hand side. Very interesting, isn't it? Okay, I haven't been looking at the chat, so I'll go back to the chat now. Okay. Yeah, Jason, I go back and forth on the whole NPC thing. I don't know, because there's somebody I interacted with yesterday that I kind of felt was one, but now I don't, because it just seemed like a more real conversation. So yeah, that one fourth from the right definitely looks like a lady. And that's so weird, isn't it? I don't think I've seen one like this before. Okay, Korrie says only lasted half hour from what I saw. I went to go to the car wash and noticed it was 6 by the time I had a chance to pull over. It was too low from where I was. Huh. Scott Baylo, no, I have not seen Sharky's video on that. I'll have to look at that. Well, yeah, there's different paintings of the Last Supper, but this is the one that I always kind of relate to because it's the one I've seen in my grandparents' house forever. And, you know, like I said, I never paid really that much attention to all the details before, you know, all this stuff came up. Really, the only thing that I ever paid attention to in this painting whatsoever was the face of Jesus, you know. The chalice. Well, see, no, there is no chalice on the wall because the background's different in this one too. But you know, like I said, these are different paintings. You know, I mean, there are different paintings of the Last Supper. So, okay, I'm just looking through the person with black hair that talks to old man on right of end of table also looks like a woman. Kind of, yeah. Because of the hair going back around. That's so weird. Oh my goodness. It does when you look at it close up, it does. I wish I could zoom in even more, but when I'm looking at it now, because see how this hair goes back like around the back of the neck? Of course I don't know. They've got long hair and it's doing that too, but it kind of does look like a woman. You're right. I'll be right back, you guys. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm just going through the chat here. Let me get a drink too. I gotta get a drink of iced tea. I've got iced tea this morning instead of coffee. Okay. Hi, Raleigh. Am I boring you? I see yawn. A wine glass by Jesus' hand. Yeah, it does kind of. Okay. Hi, Brandon. Yeah, that's what I don't like about these paintings now. The plates and see, like, and the glasses, they wouldn't have had those, and I don't think it was in the original Last Supper. You know, I mean, I think it was very different before. But this one is different than some of the other paintings as far as like you can see their feet under the table. It's got a different background and it's got that vase and stuff in front. Yeah. There's a floating disembodied hand. Where's that? Are you talking about to the right of Jesus? I mean, I guess it's with that guy but see those two guys right to the right of Jesus look just like Jesus. That's what's weird. I don't remember those heads being so close together. Yeah, Brendan, I'll have to go back. I didn't get to see anybody's live stream last night. I think I saw 6 minutes of Scott's, and well, I did see about 20 minutes of Martha's, but that was live, and then I fell asleep. Jesus has 2 right hands. Let me look. His hand does look odd. I don't know if it's... Okay, let me see. I'm still scrolling up down the chat. Oh, Raleigh says holding a knife. It's right behind Judith. I don't see the knife. Oh, well, I don't see the knife, but I see what you're saying now about the disembodied hand. Yeah, I think I've seen, I know whose hand would that belong to. I mean, I guess if he had his elbow cocked way back, that guy. I don't know. It is weird. Oh, shoot. Oh, bye, Simon. Have a great day. Hi, Michelle. M. Hobbs. The craziest Last Supper painting you've ever seen. Yeah, I'm going to have to get I'm going to get another picture of this, but try to remember, you guys, we can see their feet. We can see those little things underneath the table that got that vase and that cloak in front. That's different. And then this is a woman. For sure. And this one might be. I don't know. She's kind of a mannish looking woman, though. Yeah, that's Judas, because he's got the money bag right there. Yeah, no chalice, which there was always a chalice in my memory. Raleigh, you didn't ever see a chalice? I did. Yeah, it is almost like there's shot glasses. There was no glasses like this, for sure. And even like glass plates. I mean, it would have been like wooden or a metal type. It wouldn't be glass plates like that. Okay, Jason says in the Da Vinci Code, the bad guy tells the hero there's no cups in the painting of the Last Supper. Huh. I'll have to rewatch that too. Yeah, Martha is awesome, Scotty. Yep. She and I are sisters, we think. We think we could possibly be related due to various circumstances. Oh, in Sharky's video, Jesus has 2 right hands. Huh. Well, this hand is very, very weird. His hand is very, very weird in that. Isn't it funny how, like, before we never paid attention necessarily to this stuff unless maybe you were an art major, and now we're all like analyzing, and it's kind of fun though, isn't it? I mean, it's kind of fun to be doing this stuff and just figuring out new things every day. Something new pops up. Aqsa says, check my last comment. I'm sorry, I must have skipped over it. I'm sorry. Let me see. Let me go back. Dang it, where was it, Aqsa? Oh, men are depicted with beards because it was either fashionable or religious. Women are not. It's that way in many paintings. Oh. So in that case, that would be a woman then. That's... Oh. That's interesting. That is a very good point. Very, very good point. Okay. Phyllis says, yeah, not doing much sounds inviting. Yeah, well, that always does. I slept probably from, I think I was up at midnight. Well, yeah, I was up at midnight because I saw part of Martha's stream, and then I fell asleep, and then my alarm goes off just in case I don't wake up, but I woke up about 4:20, and then it was nice to see Patrick on because I was worried about him. Looks like some people in the background, or is it a painting on the wall? I don't know. Yeah, this background is way different than the ones I've seen too. You're a descendant from Da Vinci, R1? How did you figure that, or how did you find that out? Yeah, what's funny is that I think when I was in Cairo, a lot of King Tut stuff was in the United States at that time, but I saw some of it in Denver. But I saw a lot of it. I mean, not all of it was in the States at that time, but yeah, there were never, I agree with you, Raleigh, there were never glass classes. Never. A big brownish cup shaped similar to the cups Catholics use, but there's for mass. Yeah, metal, like brass or something. Yes, that's the one. That's what I remember too. And there was also the chalice in front for me. That is so interesting, Oxa, what you said about like the men wear the beard, so that one has to be a lady. So there's 3 ladies in this painting. Uh, Raleigh says the heads are too close left to the Jesus. That just appeared last month. Yeah. M. Hobbs. And look at how the thumbs look lower on the hands too, the way ours are now. Good observation. Wow. Excellent. Yes, they definitely do. Especially the guy clear on the right. You can see on his right hand. That's how our thumbs are now. See, yep. Very weird. Scott Baylo, yes, it's crazy how unobservant I was before. Now I can't help but see. I know. Yeah. Starfish. I know. Starfish are freaky now. Okay. Google Virgin Mary. She has a flower motif on the red parts of her robes. Huh. Scott says there no women were in pictures at all. Well, probably they weren't at that time, possibly, but in this picture, there's 3 women. If all the men have beards and the women don't. But yeah, that one fourth from the light, the fourth from the right definitely looks like a woman for sure. And see, you can even tell like even their garments are a little bit different, than the men's. Raleigh, see my last count. Crap, I can't go back up very well. Oh, the heads are too close. Yeah. Bye, Raleigh. Have a good day. Today is Hitler's birthday on 4/20. That's funny. Oh, I bet Robert Wood's going to have a field day with today. 4:20 p.m. at 4:20 on 4:20. Okay, Scott Baylo. That's really interesting. What does it mean for this painting? Does it change the story a lot? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm going to back up just so that people can, or I'm going to back up the painting just to see, so people can see that you can see the under part of it too, where, the vase and the cloak, and then these little things that are holding up the table. That's very interesting. Aqsa just said that means Jesus had female company at the Last Supper. I don't mind the females being in the painting, but does it mean that Jesus had female disciples? Which I don't care if he did, but I mean, that's not what the Bible says, And so that would bother me if they tried to keep that from us, I mean, what would be the point of that? Andrew says I was nowhere near as observant. I know. I mean, we've got to be observant now. Well, I wouldn't say that was a wrong way to put it. It just, we can't help but being observant now because of all the changes. And you're like, I want to remember this, because, you want to be observant. It's not like we have to be. It's just that it just comes with the territory, Jason says he keeps seeing 9/11. I saw it again before we struck Syria. Yeah, I keep seeing 9/11 too. Scott Baylo, I feel stuck, but when he pushes certain things, I get thinking and realize that I know more than I think I do. Yeah. Oh, it's 5:55 my time, you guys. See, I just happened to look at the clock. Of course, that happens every broadcast of my live stream, but I don't always look at it right at that time. You guys, if I missed anybody coming in, we've been so intent on looking at this painting that I might have missed you, and I'm sorry if I did. There was a TV program on the other night about the female disciples. Oh, interesting. I'll have to look into that, Evie. Hi, Adam. I didn't know you were in here. Do I sound different? Oh, no. Maybe I'm... Well, yeah. Well, maybe I shifted. Maybe I'm a different Raine. Because I had a, kind of a life-changing event yesterday. So I could have, I don't know. Let's see. You felt like you haven't grown in a while, but you guess you have. Yeah. Well, I think we all have. I really feel like there was like a big jump in me and how I feel about everybody in the community. Just, I mean, I always cared about and loved the community, but I feel like we're all becoming a lot closer. I don't know. I feel like in my spirit, I guess. I feel like I just feel more and more all the time that we're all brothers and sisters, and just friends. And I don't know. I felt like a really big jump the last couple of days about that because, I mean, I always felt close to you guys, but I mean, I'm feeling it more and more all the time, it seems like. The History Channel or BBC? I'm going to look into that. Hi, Minimal. Yes, Scott Baylo. He asks, have you guys had that moment when you feel your head expand? Yes. Barbara Bush was a man. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, if you look at the pictures of her and Aleister Crowley, I mean, they say no, that's a kind of, conspiracy, whatever, but she definitely looks like him. I mean, maybe it's a coincidence. I don't know. Hi, the great Chi. Hi, Sky Viewer. If you read the Bible from a neutral view, you'll find out Jesus could easily mean everyone, as in Jesus means, I mean, in France, he is, in Spain, all different versions, with putting the letter I in. One wonders. Oh, what? There's an I in Jesus? Huh. And Murphy. How could she have Bush Jr. if she was a man? We never know how these things. I mean, maybe I don't know. I'm not gonna speculate on all that stuff. Bye, Aqsa. Have a great day. Yeah, it is a crazy feeling, Scott Baylo. Barbara is Alistair's twin. Well, it wouldn't be twin unless he was cloned. Oh, goodness. How are you guys? Let's see. If you're familiar with Tony Abbott, he and his wife look like twins. That's funny. Jesus visited Tibet in some realities. What would be the documentation of that hour one? I'm interested in that. I mean, like, or is there some ancient manuscripts or something? I mean, why would you say that? I mean, I'm not disbelieving you. I'm just asking what would be the documentation on that? Well, guys, it's 6:00 and let's see, R1, each state had its own Bureau of Investigation. Well, yeah, I mean, Colorado has their own even now. I mean, CBI, but, or at least they did last time I checked. Raised last fish and chip supper. I have not seen that interview. Scott Baylo says, have you seen the unbiased interview with the dude that says Jesus had an evil twin? No, I never saw that. Well, you guys, I'm going to go. I think Korrie will be on in an hour. Normally I would try to stay on a little bit longer, but just with everything going on, and I want to get caught up on some streams that I missed yesterday and stuff like that. So everybody, you have a great day, and thank you for listening this morning. So have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.